want you to see this is me. So please accept me for who I am, and please accept me for what I do. I'm just doing everything that I can, 'cause all I wanna be is true. So please accept me for who I am.
There you go. Push.
You got this. Come on.
Keep pushing. It's right there. It's already starting to come out. It's starting to come out already.
No, I'm out.
Push.
Then push him. Come on.
It's coming. There you go. It's already out. It's already out. Keep pushing.
Okay, relax.
All right, relax. It's right there, baby. It's right there. It's right there.
Okay, now I need you to take a really deep breath and push.
Deep breath and push. Ready?
Push.
Push. Hard. There you go. There you go.
Okay, take a deep breath.
Deep breath and push. Ready? Go. There, it's out.
What do you feel?
It's out. You did it. You didn't need that for doing it. Good.
That's a little homie.
Oh, qué grandes. Te dije que iba a ser de tu color, te vi.
Sí, será.
Down, baby. That's it.
There you go.
You did it.
El pelo que tiene. Pelo de negro tiene, mira.
Gosh. Oh my God.
Alright, you gonna cut the cord?
That's you, Yoni. Do it proud. There you go. Haha.
You hear me, Karen? Karen,
Oh my God.
oh my God, nothing hurts. Did I tear? I don't think so.
No, you're good. It's out there.
Oh my God, you're very cute.
Okay, I'm gonna have you lift up to get some clean stuff underneath.
Oh my God.
Okay, one more.
There you go.
Mira, y antes de las 4.
Like he's purple. You did it. You see? You did it.
Baby boy at 357 and LDR 3. Yeah. Yeah.
Como llora la bebita.
Now, I would say, do you want me to push? Push a little bit.
¿Y cómo se sabe la diferencia cuando está bien negra?
Lindo ese amor.
Más, este niño va a ser moreno.
Grande está.
Este niño va a ser moreno. Ya se le mira en la cara.
Ay, no, qué grande. Hermana, Dios mío. Chino sacó los ojos, Diana.
I hear you. I know. 7 pounds, 5.9.
Alright, so what up, guys? We're in the hospital right now. We just had the baby. My wife wanted me to vlog. Here she is, you know. Straight chilling. Lost a lot of blood.
I made it.
She did it though. She didn't use epidural, no none of that. And pushed the baby in like less than 10 minutes. Not bad. And here's a little guy. Josiah. Be dark just like his daddy.
What time was he born?
3:37.
A.M.
Oh, you can't turn the camera, huh? Alright. It's my little sister, Catherine.
3:37 a.m.
And then there's my wife's little brother. I mean, sister.
Babe, you mean 3:37?
That's her mom. Diga hola, suegra. Huh?
Isn't it 3:57?
No, yeah, 3:57.
Oh, you said 3:37.
But yeah, guys. Baby, you got any words? Any advice?
I don't even know what to tell.
Alright.
I'll tell the whole story later. I almost died again.
No, she didn't. So we'll hit you guys soon and we'll give you more updates. Alright guys, update. They moved it to another room. Already know what it is. Oh.
What's up, baby? God.
Soy la abuela, super abuela, super abuela. That's number one.
Ah, damn. Yeah. Move this into a room. How you feeling, baby? Baby.
She's great now that I'm here.
And you're tired, huh? We haven't really slept good, guys, but yeah. Watch out. Where my nephew at? Watch out. Anthony, no, watch out.
Anthony, let's go to the park. They're waiting for you.
Why are they so soft?
There's a baby.
Bro, he's hairy.
Just to keep him warmed up.
He need one of my fades on his back.
Tape the face.
Bro. Bro, feel that super soft.
See, okay, feel it.
Oh, probably got ugly as hell. What up, guys? Good morning. It's 9:30 right now. We've been up for like a good while now. And we just had our breakfast. You know, trying to get her strength back. And she's out here chilling. The little baby.
Super hairy.
Yeah, look at all those hairs in his face.
It's crazy.
He kept us up all night until nurses took him. 4 in the morning, came back around 7.
At least we got to sleep.
Yeah, at least we got like a couple hours of sleep. Not bad, but yeah, guys. We're gonna see if she could leave home today, which I doubt. So we'll probably stay another night. And you don't want to tell her nothing, babe? Alright, well, we'll hit you guys up with another update soon. Bye.
Okay.
Alright, here. Let me go first.
Okay.
Where are you going to massage it in?
Okay, so...
Yep, just massage just nice and gently. Just kind of clean it too.
Okay. But there's a certain spot I have to be careful, right? With the top part, right here?
Yeah, just don't push hard, but we can still kind of scrub it in and yeah.
Cleaning out all that placenta blood and
How
all
is
that.
that? That's not so bad, is it? Oh no. See, is that your daddy? He's giving you a massage.
Huh?
Did you have to touch the water?
Did I change it?
Oh, I thought I saw you go down.
I'm going to do it one more time because he has so much hair.
Yeah.
At least he's relaxed.
Good job. See, this part's not so bad. That's why I like to do the head second for newborns.
I think it's calm because it was warmer.
Yeah, man. Alright guys, another update. Packing up to leave, we got our stuff ready. Got the car seat. We're good. My baby's over here changing them.
This is his brother. It's his brother's outfit. Hi guys, so we've been a couple hours here at home. Here's my baby. Everything's been so good. Oh, I think he's waking up. Anyways guys, this was so unexpected. When I gave birth, I was about to be 39 weeks in 2 days. So I was 38 weeks pretty much when I gave birth. Literally guys, I was walking the days before and I was getting contractions for like a couple days already, but it wasn't those big strong contractions. They were really like, you know, they would be hard and they would slow down, but they would go through all night, but I could still sleep through them. It was like those type of contractions, and they would always go away, you know, like the Braxton Hicks contractions. So I wasn't like worried that, oh, like maybe I'm in labor or something without me knowing. No, because they would go away. I would eat or I would rest and they would go away. Well, there was just one night where like at 9 was when I started timing them, because I was kind of like, these are too close together and I just want to see like if they're more than an hour, then something's not right. I don't know, I just felt like something, like they were just too strong like that. It was just not normal because I couldn't go to sleep. So everybody was sleeping, and like around 12 I started like really crying. Like I was like, yeah, I can't, like 12 a.m. So then I called my doctor and I was telling her, and then she was like, well, I don't want you to come in here and get sent home again because you're not opened all the way, or you know, like and I was telling her that how far apart my contractions were, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to go there and get sent home, but I honestly do feel like pushing. And she was like, I feel a lot of pressure down there, like, and she's like, well, I don't want you to. And I was kind of scared to be one of those that you don't get contraction pains and then you give birth like all of a sudden, especially because I live 40 minutes away, and there's a lot of traffic over here, that we have construction, and there's a lot of, because of the construction, there's a lot of traffic. So I was really worried that I wasn't gonna make it to the hospital or something was gonna happen. And she was like, okay, well, let's just have you come in and let's just check you, because I can't really tell you anything through the phone. And I was like, okay, I'll just talk to my husband and see if I could still sleep through the pains. So I hung up on her, and I took a shower, and then I got out, and then I was laying down, and I was still counting my contractions. I had the app. And then, the pain was just too much. Like, I couldn't. I woke up my husband, and I was like, hey, like, I told the doctor that we're gonna go, just in case that we might come tonight over there, that we might show up. And I think it's like, I don't know if it's time, but I think like these contractions are not normal. Like, let's just go. Let's just see what happens. And he was like, well, should we bring our hospital bag that we prepared? Should we bring anything? I was like, no, let's just leave everything here. If anything does happen, we'll call your mom, tell her to bring the car seat, tell her to bring our stuff, anything that we need. I left my son with my sister. So as we were riding, the contractions were getting so bad. Like, we knew it was time. Like, it was like I couldn't, there's no way that I would be screaming like that. So when I got there, I was literally like crying, like really bad. And then as I was having a contraction, I was telling my midwife that I felt like pushing. She's like, well, if you feel like pushing, like, I need to check now. And while I was having the contraction, she put her fingers inside to check if I was dilated, how far along I was dilated, and I was 4 centimeters. As she put her fingers in there, my water broke. It was like a gush. Like, I literally got scared. I was like, oh my god. And then she was like, thank goodness you came in, because your water could have broken any minute. So it was like 12:40 around there. I got the morphine because it was really bad. It's a medicine. It's a drug medicine that lasts for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and then you have to wait an hour to get it again. And it does relieve you from the pain a lot. I got it 3 times with my other son because my labor was just that long. But then it was too long that I had to get that epidural. But this time I wanted to do it all natural. So after the 30 minutes that passed with the morphine, I was literally like yelling again, like it was hurting a lot, like the pains had come back. And I asked her, like, can I please get the morphine again? And she's like, okay, let me check how dilated you are. And then she checked me. She was like, you can't get it anymore. You're 8 centimeters dilated. If you get it now, the baby's gonna see the effects. It's too late to get the epidural. You're gonna have to do it natural. And I was like, what the heck? So I literally opened 4 centimeters in 30 minutes. That's how fast I was going. I know that I started crying really bad, and they gave me like this laughing gas that I breathed into. It would just make me really drowsy and dizzy, but it would not take the pain away. But it helped me a little bit. Just, I don't know, it was like, it was better than nothing, because the pain was so bad. Like, so then I guess like a couple, I don't know how long it was, but I just felt like pushing again. And then my midwife was like, she's like, okay, let me check you again, but don't push. And when she checked me, I was 9.5 centimeters. So that was like 9, it was like 12 a.m. was when I got there. 12:40 a.m. And then like around 3:50 was when she was like, you're 9.5 centimeters. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I want to be open already. Like, even though it was going so fast, but the pain was just so unreal. I was like, I can't anymore. Like, this is so bad. She finally put her fingers in there. She was like, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open you to 10 centimeters. And I was like, what? Like, she's like, is it gonna hurt? And then she was like, yes, it's gonna hurt. And then she didn't even, I didn't even like tell her yes or no. She just put her fingers in there, and I felt a pop, and it hurt so bad, guys. Oh my god, my soul was like, it was being ripped out. Like, I literally yelled so bad. When she did that, she was like, okay, you're ready to push. And I already felt like pushing, so I literally pushed so hard. Literally, I pushed for like less than 10 minutes. And finally, he got here, he came, and I was, wow. The second he came out was such a relief. Like, I started crying because I was just so happy. Like, I saw him, and oh my god, guys, like, it was so beautiful. Like when it's your second baby and you know that it's a baby in your stomach, it's like, I was waiting for you so long. Like, I don't know, I was just so happy. And then it was time for me to push for the placenta, and that was the scary part, where I was kind of like, oh my god, like, it's gonna happen. What happened with my first birth? I got so scared. My midwife looks at me and she was like, the placenta is not coming out. I have to get a doctor, because, you know, she was only a midwife and she didn't really know what to. I was like, what's gonna happen? She's like, I don't know. I need to call the doctor. And that's when I got scared. I looked at my mother-in-law. She was at my side the whole entire time, which I am so thankful for. So was my mom, and so was my husband, but she was more like supportive and like, oh, you can do it, and all that stuff. I look at her and I started crying, and I was like, it's happening again. It's happening. I knew it, because I was traumatized with my first birth. You know, if you guys haven't seen that video of how I almost died, it was so bad, guys. Like wow. And then my placenta wouldn't come out, and I was pushing so hard for, like, it was so bad. Like, I got so scared. Finally, I don't know, like after 8 minutes, finally she like pulled the cord hard, and like, she didn't, because I know my first time my placenta got stuck in there, the doctor had to reach in there with her whole hand and take it out. And this time she just like pulled. I don't know what happened, but I was like, God, please help me. Like, I don't want to go through this again. It finally came out. After that came out, I was so happy. I was relieved. But then she was like, you won't stop bleeding. And I was like, what? Like, I look at my mother-in-law and I was like, yes, this is happening again. And because that's what happened. Like, when the placenta got stuck and she reached for it the first time, I don't know what happened, but I got a hemorrhage. So then I started bleeding and bleeding and bleeding, and then this time it happened again, and I was bleeding and bleeding, and I was just like, wow, this is happening again. Like, I knew this was gonna happen. I knew it. This is why I didn't want any more kids. This is why I didn't. And I was just looking at my mother-in-law, like, I felt dizzy. I was about to pass out, and I told him, I was like, this is probably I'm probably gonna die. Like I feel dizzy right now. And they're like, no, you can't go to sleep. You can't close your eyes. And I was like, I can't, like I knew this was gonna happen, and I started closing my eyes, and they were like, Diana, stay with us. But I think this time the doctors were prepared because of what happened the first time, so they already had 2 liters of blood ready to give me through the IV. They had put another IV on me on my other side of my hand. No, they had an IV on my left hand first, and then they put it on the right one. And as I was about to pass out, they started running it through my veins. And I think that's when I started getting, like, I was fighting my sleep. I was like, I can't pass out, because if I pass out, I'm not going to be responsive to the doctors, and I know I'm going to go through this again. And it was crazy. Like, I literally thought I was going to die. But then the blood started kicking in my IV, and I woke up, and they started giving me shots again, like, everywhere. They started squeezing my stomach really hard, so my uterus would contract, so it could, like, squish up together, and it was hurting so bad. I told him, can you please stop? Like, I was crying. I was like, please stop doing that. You know, when they squeeze your stomach to get the blood out after you give birth. He was doing that, but hard, guys. Like, it was so bad. And he was like, I can't. I'm saving your life right now. Like, he literally yelled it to me, and I was literally in pain, and I was like, okay, give me some pain medicine at least. Like, and they gave me the morphine since the baby was out already. It was okay to give me that through the IV again. And once they gave me that, I was kind of like, I didn't really feel it anymore. But they said that my uterus was getting harder and harder, and like literally in my mind I was praying, and I was like, God, come on, like, please, like, I know you're with me. But yeah, guys, there's the story of me almost dying again giving birth. And my doctor did tell me that next time if you do get pregnant, I do recommend you going to another, like, the hospital in Denver, Colorado, because they have more equipment and they're more like ready for in a situation like that. And they were like, I'd wait like 2 or 3 years to have another baby, and when you do, you better tell them that you're gonna need blood, and that you bleed, and that your uterus doesn't want to clamp up after, like, something like that. And I was kind of like, oh, okay, like, that scared me more. Like, I don't know, it was kind of crazy for me to think about that. But yeah, guys, I'm sorry I didn't vlog as much at the hospital, just because I was swollen because of all the medicine that they gave me, and I was kind of like in pain a lot most of the time. Thank God I did not rip this time. I did not need stitches. Basically, the time that I was at the hospital until I had my baby was 4 hours. I was 3 minutes away. No, it was 12:40 when I got there, around there, and the baby was born at 3:57 a.m., which was a really, really, really fast birth. I am very happy with it. I'm very happy that I didn't get the epidural. I'm really happy. I don't know, I'm just really, really blessed. I feel so happy. Like, I could walk now. I'm doing so good. I got home, everything. So happy that I'm finally home, guys. It feels so good. It feels so good not to be pregnant anymore. I was literally miserable, guys. I was so frustrated. Like, I couldn't even walk anymore. My hips hurt all the time. I just feel like I was too petite, and my body couldn't really hold this pregnancy as well. And now I fit into my clothes, guys. I'm so happy, and I have this beautiful baby. I am so blessed, guys. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you guys the name of my baby, but we named him Josiah King Perdomo. The reason why my husband wanted King as his middle name was because in the Bible, you know the story of Josiah, the little kid that was king at 8 years old. Yeah, my husband's into the Bible stuff. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching so much. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, on Snapchat. I'm always posting on Snapchat, guys. Always. Like, I'm always posting about my kids. So make sure you guys go add me. And yeah, guys, thank you so much. ¿Quién es Aricel?
What?
¿Pero quién es él?
Mine.
¿Quién es?
Mine.
¿Quién es?
Baby brother.
Yeah, it's baby brother. Dale un besito.
KK. Mommy. Sleeping brother.
Yeah, he's sleeping. Give him a kiss.
Hey.
Huh?
Oh, boot.
Food?
Boot.
What?
Boot.
Spoon?
Boot.
Boot? Oh, balloon.
Boot. Boot.
Balloon.
Hey. Balloon. My toys.
He's so cute.
My toys.
Where are your toys? Where are your toys?